Yo, what's up guys? Now, in this video, I wanted to play Gusion in jungle, but we had an S2 who didn't want to adjust. Even though the guy ended up being 436 stars, you shouldn't ever be this arrogant. Like, it's not difficult to play other roles, especially if you're 436 stars and understand the game very well. Either way, I had to adjust and I went Gusion EXP. Now, obviously, Gusion is horrible until he gets his ult. So let's play EXP extremely safe until we get our level 4. Now, I decided to skip until the last wave here, just so you guys can see when I get my level 4, but at this point I want you guys to understand that my Alucard got buff invaded and he's now taking the turtle at level 3, so he doesn't even have his ult for this turtle. In my opinion, he should have went to his blue buff and given this turtle, but this was his choice. If Saber decides to stick around, we can definitely look for a kill onto this Bane. He has execute and I do max HP damage now, plus Bane has no flicker. This could be a very free kill. I realized after I fully committed onto Bane that Saber decided to leave. This was really unfortunate. Let's just reset. We'll definitely find a kill onto this Bane later in the match. If you pay attention to the map, Alucard and Gord are coming. Let's see if this Bane has brain cells or doesn't and decides to overextend. This was a great play from Bane. My team is missing off the map and I'm playing extra aggressive when I went from being extremely passive in the early game. This doesn't matter though, I don't need my team to kill this Bane. Gusion's change to max HP damage made him an absolute monster. If you hit someone with all 10 daggers, it's 30% of their max HP. Let's go to this turtle contest. We know that Bane's respawning in 4 seconds and it'll take him about 25 seconds to walk up the lane, giving me ample time to fight at this turtle contest and then come back to my lane. Just by this decision to join this fight, Roger can't get a free turtle and he gets an extra death. This slows down his farm a lot, which benefits our team a lot. What I was trying to say before is that Gusion now does a base damage of 30% max HP, then you add the magic power bonus. After all of this, you end up getting a serious amount of damage. At this point in the game, Gord started trolling a little bit. Over the course of the next 2.5 minutes, he's going to be constantly going wherever I go and stealing minions from me. This is very, very frustrating. If you're ever playing any role, do not steal the EXP laner's farm, because this is the only way that they can maintain their gap if they have a gap on the enemy EXP laner. And this Gord decided, you know what, screw this Gusion's farm. We're going to go and troll him and take as much farm as possible for ourselves as well. This benefited neither of us. If he decided to stay on lane, he would have cleared his mid lane right now, which if you're looking at the map, you see that Saber's clearing instead, and this would have provided him more gold than it would for him splitting the lane with me here. Since Bane knows that I'm rotating around a lot, I'm guessing I can catch him here. The better a player is, the easier it is to predict them. Of course, Bane would want to start rotating knowing that I'm not on my lane. He needs to be able to be there for any ganks or any team fights, so it's really easy to catch him out. On the other hand, this Gord, at the bare minimum, now is the right time for him to actually come and clear this lane, as we can push it as well. If he did this originally rather than stealing so many of my minions, I would have had a lot more farm and he would have had a lot more farm as well, and we still would have gotten this turret. It's not the end of the world if you can't defend your turret. Don't die for your turret. It's never worth it. If there's a chance to defend it. But when it's Gusion versus Hylos and Bane, who both have ults, stuns, etc., it's not worth defending the turret. It's better to play my life and to keep playing around my strengths rather than my weaknesses. There's a massive team fight going on up here. Let's see if we can even snag at least one kill. Saber kill steel gods. Oh my god. Now, the enemy made a massive mistake here going for the turtle instead of going for the minute 8 lord. If they went for this lord, they could have pushed us as they had the advantage at this moment in time. Luckily for us, their Roger decided to go for the turtle rather than go for the lord, which gave our team more time to farm and to close the gap. On the other hand, let's wait for their front line to engage and try and dive their back line. Some of you can call it camping if you want, but remember that one of Gusion's strengths by far is surprise ambushing the enemy. If they don't know where you are, it's the easiest way to be able to destroy people. That's exactly what happened to this Claude who thought he had a free jump onto my backline, and I was there prepared and ready to protect them and to also kill him. Instead of insta-clearing this lane, I know that Bane will come to clear it, and we know that we can kill Bane. So let's wait for him to come and get the free kill. Damn, like I said, it's easy to predict good enemies, but it's easy for good enemies to predict you as well. I did not expect Roger to be in that bush. Again, if we're gonna win this game, I need to play to my hero's strengths. Considering that Gord is here who can stun as well and do damage, we can kill this Bane easy. This time the enemy took the Lord, and it's the minute 12 Lord as well. So instead of doing anything risky and forcing any plays, let's just go back and let's try to defend to the best of our ability. If we lose only one inhibitor here, considering the farm gap that they have, we are in a very good spot. Hylos is a bit overzealous to push this. Let's punish him. With 3 of them dead, we can definitely say that we successfully defended. On the other hand, Vexana just got caught in the crossfire trying to protect our overextended Hylos. We are very lucky that the enemy is making very trivial mistakes like this. Against slightly smarter teams, this game would not have been comebackable. If you pay attention to the items as well, we can see that both Roger and Hylos built Athena's shield, so we need to be slightly more careful when we fight against them. As you can see, Roger soaked up a serious amount of my damage, and that's purely because of the Athena shield. Man, I was so out of position here. No ult, no skills, nothing. I was very out of position. Remember when I told you to always play to your strengths? I'm gonna do that for the rest of the game now, so pay close attention. Watching the map here while I'm clearing this lane, I can see that they're getting really aggressive onto my Leslie, and I wanted to recall because I thought they were coming for me, but now I just see a free Hylos. Even though we're on half HP here, my life doesn't matter. The only thing that matters right now is us getting this Lord. We need this Lord. If I die to protect it and to save Alu or to do whatever, it doesn't matter. We can do the simpler option, which is using my skill 2 to try and steal the Lord in case if both junglers miss their retry. Just because Hylos was dead and they couldn't take space and we had the better position, Alu ends up getting the retry gap. Let's go back to clear this lane and let's try to punish them instead of pushing lanes. Let's try to punish them for defending lanes. Well, to be honest, there was not much I could have done there, and on the other hand, now I have my ult on cooldown, so let's just wait for my ult to come back before we try to force any plays. I'll be honest, I shit my pants because my ult was on cooldown. But Roger also did as well. Definitely jump scared the hell out of him being in that bush. This was an amazing double kill, purely because now Hylos is the only one left to defend, with 25 seconds before Claude comes back. Let's try to push mid lane or bot lane, whichever one we can possibly push. We need to try and get at least one inhibitor on this push right now. Thankfully, we managed to push bot lane, and now is the best possible time to go for Lord. Let's set ourselves up in a position to where we can ambush this Roger, because as we saw previously, we now do have enough damage, even if he has Athena's shield, to one-shot him. To be honest, I don't really mind a free kill onto Bane as well. Talk about a last second winter truncheon, eh? Oh my god, that was really close. Now that our team has taken the Lord, at the bare minimum we can focus on pushing top lane if we don't manage to push the Nexus. But don't forget that Gusion still has pretty decent basic attack damage on the Nexus, being around 600 to 700 damage. So, worst comes to worst, we have our Immortality, we still have Rose Gold, and we have Truncheon back off of cooldown. We might as well try to push ourselves. Even though Gusion EXP is terrible, just because of my simple decision making, we were able to win this game. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like down below if you like this kind of content, and I'd appreciate a sub as well, as you know, I'm still a very unknown channel and I'm trying to get more known. See you guys in the next one.